Now, the typhoon ravaged tourism-oriented islands just as the tourism sector was starting to recover from this pandemic. We now speak to James Montenegro, Country Manager of Chroma Hospitality, which manages Crimson and Quest hotels nationwide. James, thank you for joining us. Firstly, how are hotels Crimson in Mactan and Quest in Cebu City doing right in the aftermath of this typhoon?
Hi, Rico. The hotels our hotel in Cebu is running at 70% occupancy. We are mainly, our residents are mainly corporate guests and some locals taking shelter in the hotel. At the moment, our property in Mactan, we decided to close it down, and it became when the typhoon struck, we had about 200 guests in the hotel. So the next day after the typhoon, we decided to just close down the hotel and shelter all our guests until they could leave for the various destinations they had to return to, and we assisted most of our guests to travel outside Cebu again.
James, this is David. Power and water supply, communication, fuel are still limited in many areas in Cebu. How are other hotels and establishments, especially those in the tourism industry in Cebu, are coping?
You're right. The biggest challenge right now is getting power, mainly fuel. All of the hotels have the capability of running their generators, but there seems to be a shortage of fuel at the moment. So the struggle really is to get fuel to the different hotels. I think more and more it's getting easier. In the beginning, there was difficulty for the fuel trucks to reach our hotels. Fortunately, some of us managed to conserve our fuel. In our part, for example, we opted to kill power for about between 6 to 8 hours a day and focused our generators over the evening so at least people could rest properly. So that helped them at least have a nice night's stay.
Right. It's just a few days
the
before.
Other challenge right now in Mactan particularly is water. We're trying to find ways to help the local community have better drinking water or potable water. That's the biggest challenge right now for Mactan. I think between Mactan and Cebu, Lapu-Lapu and Cebu, Lapu-Lapu seems to have been hit harder than Cebu. So that is actually the bigger issue for us at the moment in Mactan and Lapu-Lapu is really to get potable water and fuel and electricity in that island.
I understand. I understand you just flew in from Cebu, from Mactan in particular, and you're now here in Manila. But James, let me ask, it's just a few days before Christmas, and this is supposed to be the happiest season of the year. A lot of gatherings, homecomings, tourism-related events. So tell us, are events as well as hotel bookings in Cebu put on hold for the holidays?
For Mactan, I would think most of the hotels are going to remain closed past the holidays. I can't speak for all of them, but for ourselves, we will remain closed past the holidays. That's for sure. At the moment, for our hotel, I'm looking at opening hopefully before Holy Week or maybe hopefully earlier. But I still don't know how long it will take us to fix. But looking at the different properties, I think a lot of them are in the same boat. Right. In the city, I think a few of them are trying to see if they can open before Sinulog, but that would really need a lot of effort from the various sectors, electricity providers. Good thing that I noticed the other night, VECO announced that they've opened one circuit already, and that was from the Banilad area. There's power already, so you don't need generators. That's very good. So if that continues, maybe there will be an opportunity for us to open by Sinulog in the city properties.
James, just to wrap this up, what information is your group, the Hotel Sales and Marketing Association of the Philippines, has been getting in terms of how your other members in hard-hit areas are doing, particularly Siargao, Bohol, even in Palawan? These are communities that rely heavily on tourism for their economy.
I mean, in general, the effects of Odette has been almost the same across the different areas. It's just some are harder hit than the others. Together, HSMA and the Hotel Owners Association, I think they're trying to disseminate as much information as possible and trying to get people more aware of what's happening. Given that there's very limited internet at the moment in Cebu, and the signals are very bad, it's very hard to get information outside to the general public. It's really tough in particular in Mactan. It's really sad. It's a very tough situation.
Right.
And I really don't recommend anybody going there at the moment if they don't have to be there, because it's very hard to get out of the island as well.
Thank you very much, James Montenegro, Country Manager of Chroma Hospitality.